What's up, you guys? Godzilla fan freaks coming at you today with another review. And today is a comic book review, one of my famous comic book reviews. No, I'm just kidding. I don't consider my comic book reviews to be the highlight of my channel. I do consider my comic reviews to kind of suck. I don't go page by page, as most of you know who have seen my comic book reviews. I just kind of do an overview of the comic. Some spoilers I give away, but more or less I'm pretty good about not giving away too many spoilers. But let's just get on with this review. Today we're reviewing the last installment in the Godzilla Rulers of Earth comic series, Godzilla Rulers of Earth Volume 6. So, where do I begin? I'm going to do what I always do in my comic book reviews. I'm going to read the back, give you guys that overview of the whole thing, and then I will note some highlights of this comic, and we'll go from there. So, Godzilla's final battle. In this war, its winner take Earth. When a new cryog threats when a new cryog threat unleashes the powerful trilopod species upon the planet, Earth's monsters are hunted and harvested to create hybrid mutations of themselves. As Godzilla is trapped in Los Angeles fighting the vicious Space Godzilla, Lucy Casperell and Stephen Woods must find a way to save the monsters or face certain extinction. It's a monster battle larger than anything you've seen before. It all ends here in this final installment of Godzilla Rulers of Earth. And of course, this volume collects issues 21 through 25. This is the longest running Godzilla series ever, and boy, is it a good one. So there you go. This does pick up right where the last volume left off. You have Space Godzilla, the Trilopod, mutation monsters have come into the scenario, and they're pretty much all fighting. And Godzilla and Space Godzilla, this is the one where they team up and they fight back against them. So I mean, this is just a great comic. I mean, just the artwork is fantastic. The way the Trilopod mutation monsters look, the way that they take the forms of other monsters that they suck their energy away from. Like here, you can see one that has taken kind of the shape of Baragon. But just a great monster brawl. You got Sanda and Gyra, the Gargantuas. You got Gorosaurus makes an incredible impact. I want to say. I mean, the last time we saw Gorosaurus in this comic book series was when Lucy had like that flashback thing with the Mothra fairies, and they were talking about a time, way before Godzilla and anything else. But I mean, Gorosaurus has this awesome intro here. He bites down, he kangaroo kicks, and then the next page, it's just a fantastic picture of Gorosaurus to finish off that comic right there, and then we go into the next chapter. But just amazing artwork as always. I mean, I kind of love how Gorosaurus kind of has a little bit of a purple tint to him. Does look really cool in my opinion. I really dig it. And what else can I talk about this comic book series? Here's again taking the powers of Gorosaurus. How you can see, they take the shape and form, and they take even the powers of the monsters that they're absorbing energy from. But I mean, they're fighting the Trilopod creatures. Of course, they can't do much against them. Godzilla and Space Godzilla team up. That was an awesome thing to see. I remember when that issue came out, a lot of people were freaking out. Like, are they actually teaming up? That's awesome. So it is pretty cool. Again, the artwork and the coloring is all great. So many highlights. King Caesar, the way King Caesar makes his entrance, they do take, the classic shot of, he's in the side of a mountain, he's sleeping, and he gets woken up, and he actually ends up fighting Batra for his first fight because Batra is kind of evil. He's evil at this point. Batra's not really helping anybody. But I mean, that's cool that King Caesar ends up fighting Batra, and then the Trilopod creatures intervene, and King Caesar just rips them to shreds. and it's just really cool. I mean, just here's a shot of King Caesar when he wakes up and everything like that, and he fights Batra. So I mean, just really awesome. Awesome to see one of my other favorite kaiju, King Caesar. I knew he was gonna make another appearance eventually. I knew he wasn't gonna be in that part, and just the way that they built him up, you knew that he was gonna probably not come out till later in the series. But overall, it's a great end to the series. Again, I'm just naming a few highlights. I'm not going to give away everything just because I know some people probably haven't read them yet. But if you haven't, definitely pick up the volumes. It's a lot better than trying to hunt down the individual copies. The volumes can be bought on Amazon, or if you go to your local comic book shop, they could probably help you out and hook you up and order you them, or they might have them in stock. But it's just an awesome comic series. IDW did a great job. Again, all the artwork, the story itself is awesome, and of course, I like collecting the volumes. I don't do the individual copies just because you've got the art gallery in the back that has tons, all the different cover variants, I should say. So I mean, you got all this good artwork here in the art gallery, and that just makes the volumes all that much more worthwhile. Plus, you get the bonus pages where they, show like some of the prints, like before they were finished and whatnot. So you get all that fun stuff in the volumes. Again, this was the longest running Godzilla comic book series that there was. The others that there are out there, they just never caught on, and they kind of just died off or finished early. I did hear, there was a lot of talk about Godzilla in Hell, that comic book series that came out, a few months back here now. And normally, Godzilla comics, that's the way they've been. They get a lot of hype for their release, it seems like, and then they release, and then sometimes they don't stay on the radar. That's kind of what happened with Godzilla in Hell. It kind of had the fate that a lot of the other Godzilla comics have had. They just don't last very long. They seem to lose their hype. Godzilla Rulers of Earth didn't lose that hype. It's an amazing comic book series. It's a great read. I love reading these volumes over and over and over. It's just like its own movie in a way. It's just simply awesome. So now we got a new Godzilla comic book series coming out called Godzilla Oblivion. Who knows if that one's going to catch on or not? I mean, again, we'll find out. Because again, Godzilla in Hell, it was like, oh, Godzilla in Hell, this sounds awesome, and then it was kind of like issue 1, issue 2, and then it kind of just dwindled off the radar. It's like I haven't really heard that much about it, and then we just got light of this new Godzilla comic coming out called Godzilla Oblivion. That was just announced. I forget, it was like sometime last week or just a couple days ago. But we'll see how that one does. I don't know. I still think Rulers of Earth is definitely going to be the king of Godzilla comics. But we'll see. But this is a great series. I'm happy to have all 6 volumes. It's an amazing set to have. Again, if you could pick all these up, definitely do so. The volumes are worth the extra dollars that you spend for them. So anyway, you guys, there's my quick overview of Godzilla Rulers of Earth Volume 6. Again, I don't do that great in my comic book reviews. I try to put out the best that I can for you guys, but sorry I don't go more in depth. Otherwise, these reviews would be page by page and they would be super long. But just to give you guys a quick overview, there is my review of Godzilla Rulers of Earth Volume 6. And that is the end of the Rulers of Earth series. I'm just blabbering on now. Anyway, you guys, like always, we are Godzilla fan freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next video review. Thank you for watching.